Respected teachers and my dear fellow mates, a very warm good morning to one and all. I hope you know that August 6th is observed as a Hiroshima Day and August 9th as a Nagasaki Day. It aims to promote peace politics against the war. This day is a reminder of the bombing attack on Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the United States during the Second World War. In 1945, on this day, the United States dropped an atomic bomb in the city of Hiroshima. After 3 days, on August 9, the second bomb was dropped in Nagasaki. US President R.H.S. Truman ordered these attacks on August 6 and 9, 1945. This was the near end of Second World War. The atomic bombs had been created through the Manhattan Project. They created two bombs. The first bomb was called Little Boy and was to be dropped in Hiroshima, and the second bomb was called Fat Man and was to be dropped in Nagasaki. Nuclear bombs are much more powerful than the other bombs. 6 days after the explosion over Nagasaki and after the Soviet invasion of Munjokuo, Japan surrendered to the Allied powers on August 15. Japan signed the surrender paper on September 2. This officially ended the Pacific War and World War II.
Sadako Sasaki. On August 6, 1945, a B-29 with an atomic bomb took off from Tinian to Japan. At that time, Sadako was 2 years old. Her family were having breakfast. Sadako was 1 mile from ground zero. She was blown to the earth by the bomb blast, and she was exposed to radioactive rain. But then, Sadako had grown up in good health. Sadako excelled in many sports and was a good runner. In a spring track meet, Sadako's team finished last in a relay by dropping the baton. They were frustrated and they had trained vigorously after school. In a northern track meet, her team won an overwhelming victory. After that, something unusual happened to her. Sadako's neck began to swell and she felt a lump. In February 1955, she was hospitalized with leukemia. She has less than a year to live. In July, another girl with leukemia passed away at the age of 5. Sadako said to the elder girl in the same room, "Will I also die like her?" Sadako knew she had leukemia. The elder girl said, "Don't say like that," and they embraced and sobbed. In August, a string of 1,000 origami cranes was presented to them by high school students. They were impressed with the beauty and they began to make origami cranes. Sadako believed, "If I could make 1,000 cranes, my wish would be fulfilled, and I would be with my family again." So she continued making cranes. But Sadako's condition had been getting worse. In September, the swelling spread throughout the body, and her left leg swelled up 1.5 times its normal size. She didn't mention the pain. She suffered from falling appetite, headache, sleeplessness, and high fever. But she withstood Sadako. Sadako didn't want to cause her parents' worry. Sadako loved her parents very much and she even slipped out of the hospital in spite of dragging her feet to buy a medicine for her mom who had a headache. Sadako made more than 1,000 cranes. She continued making little cranes wholehearted by holding them with the point of a needle. On October 25, her condition changed suddenly. When her father asked her what she would like to eat, "I want to eat a rice with green tea," she answered. "No need of anything expensive. I'm here at hospital will do." Sadako's father spoon-fed her daughter. She said one word, "delicious," and she breathed her last. Sadako's body was taken and autopsied, a US commission. After that, she was returned home. In the casket, a beautiful girl slept peacefully. No more swelling, no more pain. The girl who had a dream to be a PE teacher ended her short life of 12 years and she went to her eternal rest in heaven. Then her classmates started to raise funds to make the statue for children victims of the atomic bombs. The statue was finished in 1958. Sadako struggled against adversity by holding origami cranes, aroused sympathy from all over the world. Also after that, senseless nuclear tests have been continued. Victims of nuclear tests number more than victims of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The tragedy of Sadaka is still going on.
I hope you have gone through this informative and thought-provoking video which was presented by the social club members, and it was really informative that we got a lot of history about Hiroshima and Nagasaki Day. We understand that how sad it was for the people who fought for the self-independence or independence of their country. They had to face a lot of problems like wars, attackings and etc. We have to understand wars and attackings are no solution for anything. It was the US President R.H.S.S. who ordered to attack this Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We have to find that wars are no solution for anything, and we have to raise voice against those people who are dying for nothing. Almost thousands of people got killed by this attack, and August 6th and 9th is known as a remembrance of this day. We feel sorry for them, and we have to not let any problems like this. We have to love each other, help each other. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.